Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His squad is 2-3 here in the early part of the season. His counterpart, the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Glendale. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. We'll get that one into Connor.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Number 8, Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Out of bounds, down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Cardinals, nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. That's to the left side, taken in by Matt LaFleur. Disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. And that issue. Was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That's Jones in motion. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Running here is Connors. Inside the 25. And he will score. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
That ties the game at 7. Chad Ryland.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Love to throw it on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Packers.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go play action with Love.
35-yard line.
Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
2 yards.
They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
2 yards. 1st down, Packers.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback.
And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return is Greg Gordon. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
1-yard gain.
We are through one. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football from the 25. Here's second down and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. That'll be taken in by Connor. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. It's an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
47-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Connor. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again here to Connor. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. We're set. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. Third and long.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 12.
We're set, gonna throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is gonna be hauled in. He's got it. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. With timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
That's hard downfield. Dobbs. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 32 yards.
Another Packers first down. It's a gain of 32. And a Packer first down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? To throw is Love. That ball incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Cardinals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Brissett. Pass complete there to Harrison. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Brissett. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First down.
To throw is Brissett. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
To the air again is Brissett. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Throwing again, Brissett. That's left side. That's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Brissett gonna throw again. Catch made right side by Wilson. Here's 2nd and 2.
To number 14, Michael Wilson.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's gonna run it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jacoby Brissett, touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Packers 17.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Love to throw on 1st and 10.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This one, up top for Dobbs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Pass caught right side by Kraft. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the Packers turn over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Greg Dortch, deep to return. This will be returnable from his own 15. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On first down, the drive begins with Connor. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
For a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're set now on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the ground, it's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. A tough spot here. Third and long. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. A ball deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. Packers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Dortch now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kazir White.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Brissett. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Throw it, Brissett. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd and 4. Jacob will get it to start the 4th quarter. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Packers first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action here with Brissett. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Elijah Higgins. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here is Brissett. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Brissett gonna throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
I got it. Hold me.
They put Ryman in motion. On play action, Brissett under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Kenny Clark in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Brissett. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. On 2nd down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Love. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Dortch now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Cardinals offense back onto the field for their next possession. On 1st down, Brissett. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. It'll work Hunter in the middle here. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Cardinals.
Now, Brissett. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run with Connor. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. Now, a big 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
They'll drop to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left. But it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. A 2nd down throw for Love. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Carr's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.